Guys, another Joker coming? I don't know how you feel about this, but director Zach Cregger, now he did Barbarian, Weapons. He's working on the new Resident Evil movie right now where he's making it more of a horror-based movie. He's moving forward with a brand new script for a Joker and Harley Quinn spinoff now, and he's pitching it to James Gunn. He's calling it the best thing he has ever written in his whole life. It's graphic, it's horror-based. It's going to be darker than any other Joker story told before, guys, and they're calling it based in, and of course, Gotham City, of course, is going to be there. Horror-centric, though, overall. And he really hopes they can make this happen. Now, honestly, like, you can write scripts all the time. I think Clayface right now is showing that James Gunn is open to doing more horror-based projects, and that did get greenlit. And so I know a lot of people are excited about that. And I'm actually intrigued by that. So maybe James Gunn let this go, but I still feel like because Batman hasn't been decided, the Batman thing going on with the Batman 2, when will that be shot? When will that actually come out? We don't really know yet. The first script has been dropped. I just don't see James Gunn greenlighting this yet. I think right now he's going to have to wait until we actually get like Batman out there to figure out who Joker's going to be, who Harley Quinn's going to be. You already have like a lot of different, like, who is this? I mean, the multiverse, or I should say what he's calling the extended universe for all of it. Like, I just don't, Elseworlds he calls it. I just don't know if he would actually approve this at this point. But then again, Clayface happened and that's not involved at all. And then you do like an Elseworlds like crossover where all these characters become like in the same universe. I don't know. It seems like a lot to me. I can't really buy this is going to happen. What do you guys think? I think that at the end of the day, James Gunn's going to focus on the Superman stuff. I don't know. I mean, Clayface happened? I don't know. There's a chance, guys. But I just think that Harley Quinn and Joker need to back off a little bit, especially after what we did with Joker 2, which bombed really bad. You know? I feel like WB might be a little gun shy on actually pushing something forward like this. Sean, as our comic king, do you see any kind of hope for this at all? You like the idea of a rated R type Joker movie where we go graphic and horror based, and you think that love story needs to happen? And will James Gunn actually make this happen, Sean? How you feeling about this project?
I think Zach Cregger is hot right now. I'm very excited to see Weapons. Hopefully, this weekend. I don't know if we need a more graphic horror based Joker Harley Quinn story. That story's been told so many times. There's actually coming out. They announced at San Diego Comic-Con a new Black Label series following up their 2019, I think it was called Criminal Sanity. They're doing it more like a true crimey kind of dark gritty thing. It's there are so many Jokers. There's only one Harley Quinn, Margot Robbie. I don't know. And I think the idea of James Gunn being open to it because of Clayface, we haven't seen Clayface yet. Clayface, we don't know enough really there yet to kind of make the call of what James Gunn really, really wants with the MCU. DCU. He just, kind of came out with what is canon and what's not canon, which I thought was pretty interesting to hear. Staking so much on Creature Commandos, which was very dark. Yes. Interesting that's where kind of everything started. But I like Zach Cregger. I think he could do some cool things with these characters. I don't see it as a horror at the moment. It'd be a lot more menacing stuff. They took it in such a weird direction with La Folie Fools or the Duel of the Fools, whatever the fuck that musical was. I different direction. Yeah, I just don't know. I don't know what's left goodwill for this character to be. I think a lot of people, especially with Barry Keoghan's portrayal, that very brief little cameo he had in Batman, I think people are wanting that. Explore what happened there. So maybe that's an opportunity. But I think, listen, I really am on board with the whole idea of the Elseworlds concept. Because as you know, I'm a big counter continuity guy. So if they're really doing these things where these things are not connected to DCU, I say go for it. Let auteurs and artists be artists and see what comes back.
Do they all tie together eventually in their own Elseworlds multiverse?
I hope not. I really hope not. Like that's like I know it's funny, but like
I think Happy Queen.
What we've talked about this so many times. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry in the chat. You've heard me say this before, but what if, as an animated series, was ruined when they made everything connect? It was great when it was just a one and done kind of one shotter, and you get in, you understand the world, you understand how it's tweaked differently, and then you get a glimpse and you get to use your imagination, guys. We still have those fucks. Mr. Rogers taught us all about that stuff, and we should be using it a lot more. We don't need our hand held with everything, and not everything should be tied up in a neat little bow so we can sleep more peacefully at night. Let things be one-offs. Let things have discussions for decades later. It's fine. Not everything needs to be connected, and I'd be fine if something like this, a Zach Kreger horror, dark, whatever, Harley Quinn Joker thing, let it be a one-off. That's fine with me.
We'll see what happens. Do you think James Gunn would actually? I think he might actually make it happen. Like if the script is that good, if the script is that good.
James Gunn has done nothing but be consistent with what he is expecting and wants to do with this world. So I think if you can impress James Gunn, now's the time to do it. Build off of your success with weapons and see where we go from here.
Yeah, weapons, man. I can't wait to see that too. This guy he's on fire right now. He's on fire right now. So I think that's why that people are probably like making this kind of a buzz. Like, oh, this could actually happen. Because I'm going to save Jordan. I'm going to go to GR fast because I know how GR is going to think about this. GR loves the anti-heroes. He loves the villains. He loves horror. Yeah. It's all of his favorite, all wrapped up into one tiny bow, just as much as the chat is excited about this. GR, are you excited to see this?
Do I need to answer that question?
Come on, GR.
We need another anti-hero movie about as much as, well, I can't say that because he does need a good hit, Mr. Blank.
Oh,
but
GR.
I don't think Mr. Blank's going to approve that.
You don't think
I really don't.
You think they'd recast Margot Robbie or Lady Gaga? I don't know if they'd even use at this point,
Well, I'll agree with, as they said in the chat, Lady Gaga made it terrible. Harley Quinn. And if they make it another musical, I think people will run out of theaters screaming.
Oh, Lord.
I will say the controversial thing. I didn't really mind it, but I knew that people wouldn't have a broad love for that movie, but I didn't mind it. But Lady Gaga,
Brian, what was the last movie you didn't like?
There was a movie I didn't like recently. There was one I didn't like recently. What was it? I mean, I told you I'd vacuum my house to it. I can't remember what it was. But I can't remember. But you'd probably be better about than me. Usually I can find the good in everything I watch because I love cinema. You know me, I love cinema. I love movies. I don't like to hate on them too much. Jordan, how do you feel about that? Like, do you think that, because I know you're probably in the same boat sometimes. People are going to hate your projects sometimes. People are going to love your projects. That's always the hardest part for anybody that puts anything out there as artists. You're dealing with it right now. You're talking about it. Do you see any parallels, with what you're saying, that you're putting something out there right now? It's a big passion of love. Do you think that people should give this a chance?
I absolutely think people should give the new Joker movie a chance. Joker is such an iconic villain. He is a psychopath. He is absolutely evil. And the thing about acting, Brian, actors have to identify with a character, personalize themselves with a character in order to play them successfully. If you look at a character and read a script and you start judging the character for their behavior and what they say, you're not able to play the character effectively. Now, again, I said it before, the Joker is a psychopath.
Yeah.
And it's very easy for human beings to look at themselves as good. But we all have good and evil inside of us. We all have a dark and a light side. And a great actor with a great script can dive into a character, do a deep dive on themselves, and bring out those dark traits of their humanity. I think we're all just fascinated by the darkness and characters. And that's why Joker is such an iconic character. I think Heath Ledger played it beautifully. He embodied the character. That was him up on the screen as a psychopath. I think this movie will be successful if they decide to greenlight it and they do the casting well with a Joker that resembles the comic books. I think it will be very successful, and I think people are secretly interested in how an actor can portray this incredibly evil villain.
Dude, I love playing evil villains too. It's so much fun, isn't it? It's like the most fun for acting is playing that evil villain and getting into it. And if they find this right and they cast it right, you're right. It could change everything. People want that sinister Joker. We've been screaming for it. Heath Ledger's the best we've gotten. He was amazing. But I think if you take it to that next step and you go R and you go hardcore, I think it might be. And there's a whole storyline. Sean probably knows better about this, where Joker is like actually like taken out by Harley Quinn, like taken out at one point. Maybe they do something like that too. Looks like he's looking for a comic right now. You know, and I think that's a crazy thing for me too. I think they could really get into it. Would you love to play a character like this? And this is relate to any character you played before.
Yeah, I mean, again, to take on a character like the Joker, you have to do a deep dive in yourself and look at your traits as a human being, where you could be a psychopath, a manipulator, someone who it's
Had you played a serial killer before? You played a villain like that, like before ever?
I haven't, but you have to be, like I said, Brian, you have to be able to identify with that character and personalize yourself with the character in order to play the character honestly and truthfully. The Joker would probably be the only villain I would ever take on in my career if I ever had the opportunity. It's like I said, it's not easy to look at the dark side of ourselves. It's very easy to look at ourselves and see the light and the good in ourselves.
Yeah.
It takes a really dedicated actor to do a deep dive and see the evil in oneself and bring that out honestly.
Dude, I mean, I would love to see you play the Joker, man. Come on. Let's cast. There he is. I saw it.
Jordan, you've got the eyes for the character. I mean, you can do that so
Thank
well.
you.
There you go. Sean, did you find a comic book about Joker and Harley Quinn back there?
No, I mean, the only thing that I would say is I've liked some recent takes on Joker. The Batman White Knight series especially has been great, and that saw Harley Quinn kind of taking more of a ownership of her own life and raising two kids. That was a good one. I was trying to think of the other one, but no, I mean, again, there's been so many Jokers that they even made a mini series called Three Jokers, which posited there had to be multiple Jokers because of how prolific he's been throughout the career of Batman, which I think is a pretty interesting theory if you chase that down. So, yeah.
Dude, there's probably a lot of storylines we can go with that. We'll keep you posted, guys. Ooh, I want to see it happening. Is he being shady? I don't know. No one's being shady towards Jordan. We're loving Jordan right now. We're happy to have Jordan here. I gotta say, guys, Joker is coming. Maybe kind of. I mean, Krager, he's so so adamant right here, pushing so many great content out there. I feel like if anybody's gonna make this happen, it's gonna be him. If he's got a great storyline and James Gunn's about it, I think it'll happen because again, this Elseworlds world is like building up more and more. He's allowing these kind of intricate stories to bleed in. I'd watch it. I just think that I'm worried that the fans might be like not ready for a Joker yet. And I worry about, again, like being confused for fans, but I think that James Gunn is allowing these things to happen. So we'll find out. He'll figure it out. We'll figure it out.
Come on, they'll figure it out.
Yeah. And James Gunn, GR does not trust, but in James Gunn, we trust, guys.
Man, trust the gun.
Trust the gun. Guys, Joker reboot number 3. I don't know what this actually is, but Joker and Harley Quinn. Let's make it happen. Let's see what happens, guys. And Queen, we'll see. Queen, maybe there's somebody. Just don't. Let's not be Jared Leto anymore. We'll find somebody else. We'll find a new actor and a new. I like the idea of bringing 2 new actors in and having them play it and have them make their own kind of art with those characters too and bring their own essence to it. That's what I would say to do this too. Leave the celebrities out. Let new people become these characters, and I think that'd be fun.
Yo, player, if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe and hit the bell to be notified when we are live. And if you are able to join our Patreon, please join. Cause the Pepestar needs more snickety snacks. Cause I'm hungry. Holla back. Love y'all.